Aloha! Today we're going to take a trip into the town of Haleiwa up on the north shore of Oahu. My name's Chris Shomo, owner and founder of Home Sweet Home Hawaii, and so let's go check it out. So super excited to show you the Haleiwa vlog tour today. Up here on the left is Kunia Drive, and off Kunia Drive is Schofield Barracks. And so right now we are in between Wahiawa and Kunia, basically on the map, and I'll show you that on the map. But behind me is Wahiawa, to the left is Kunia. If you go further south is Ewa Beach. And all this to the left is Schofield Barracks, and we've also passed Wheeler Air Force Base if you happen to serve in the military. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you the two routes with a map overview of how you can get into Haleiwa town. So there are two ways to get to Haleiwa from, like, let's just say town in Honolulu. You can take the H2, which puts you through Mililani and Wahiawa up through the North Shore, or you can come from the west side, from the Ewa Beach area, off the H1 up Kunia Drive. As we drive up north here on Willikina Drive, which is Route 80, it turns into 803, which is Kaukonahua Road. And this takes you all the way up north to the east side of Haleiwa. And if you keep going straight, you'll get into the town of Wailua. And to the left behind me, we have the Waianae Mountain Range. And as you travel up north, we're surrounded by ag land. A lot of it has been owned by Monsanto. I'm not sure if the majority of it is still owned by Monsanto. Monsanto merged with Bayer in 2018, but they produced a lot of pineapple here in conjunction with the Dole Plantation. So the other route from central Oahu up to Haleiwa is going up Willikina Drive, like I mentioned, and then merging right onto Kamehameha Highway. The 99 or Kamehameha Road it's the main road from the beginning of Haleiwa all the way east to the North Shore. And we'll drive you through there so you have an idea of what it looks like. Now we're approaching the very bouncy loop of where 99 and 83 intersect. And we're approaching the west side of Haleiwa. If you keep left on the circle, it takes you to Wailua. And then right here, we approach the historic town of Haleiwa. So here we are, we're approaching the west side of Haleiwa. And this is the beginning of the town here. And to my right is one of my favorite taco spots on the island called Killer Tacos. So if you're a fan of tacos, this is a great spot. As we drive through Haleiwa, you'll notice that the roads are a bit bumpy. But here to the left, we have food trucks, a lot of boutique stores all over. So one of the really cool things about Haleiwa town is it was originally built in the 1900s. So to this day, like any new construction going up, has to like adhere to those building codes, right? So you're not going to have anything higher than 4 levels up. Everything's pretty much 2 levels. And it's very reminiscent of, like, and everything has wood siding, so it's all reminiscent of the 1900s, which is really awesome. Even the McDonald's has to abide by that same city ordinance here. So right now we're driving through this during a weekday. It's 10:30 in the morning on a weekday. Now, anytime like after 2 on any given day, and especially the weekends, these streets are packed. That's something that you really want to be aware of if you live here, is the traffic. There's just tons and tons of tourist traffic. So one thing to keep in mind here is if you live here, is you're really limited in terms of like where to buy groceries. There are only 3 spots, 3 markets. There's Malama Market here in Haleiwa town, and there's a Celestial Natural Foods, which is a grocery store, similar to like the same kind of things you'd find in Whole Foods, a small organic place. And if you travel up north a couple miles, there's a Foodland by Pupukea. which is also kind of costly. But it's just something to keep in mind. There are no big box stores. So the closest Costco would be in Oahu, which is just south of Wahiawa, which is about a 20-minute drive. So we're just cruising here through Haleiwa town, and there's Uncle Bo's Clark Little Gallery. Clark Little is a famous ocean photographer here on the island. Another thing that Haleiwa is known for is its boutique shops, art galleries, and surf shops, of course. But art galleries, there are tons and tons of art galleries. One of our favorite spots in Haleiwa is right off the beaten path, called Farm to Barn. And it's a really awesome spot. It's a cafe and juice bar right outside Haleiwa town. And it's all farm to barn, farm to table. It's a great spot here, and the cool thing about it too is they'll have local music from time to time. So as we're driving through Haleiwa town, we're going eastbound, and to my left is Haleiwa Boat Harbor back here, and you might see it behind me here. And good old Haleiwa Joe's is an amazing restaurant. But here's the boat harbor to the left, and we're going to cross the Rainbow Bridge, which is a cool rainbow. It's under construction right now, but it's kind of funny. Like during the weekends, you see all the school kids are on this, jumping into the water here. So the Rainbow Bridge is actually a historic landmark in Haleiwa. You see more surf shops to the left and to the right, and one of our favorite places to grab a bite to eat for special occasions is Haleiwa Beach House. So as we exit out of Haleiwa town from the east side, we're approaching Haleiwa Beach Park right here to the left. So the North Shore, as you can imagine, has plenty of different beaches. And it's world famous for the surfing competitions as well. So as you continue to go up eastbound on the Kamehameha Highway, you're going to come across several different beaches, and there are a bunch of different tourist spots as well, as you can imagine. So we have Haleiwa Beach Park, which we just passed, and then you travel a little bit north, and you've got Pu'ena Point, and then you have Papailoa, and then you have Lanai, and even Kawailoa. So Kawailoa Beach, it's right by Chun's Reef, which is a great spot for snorkeling. And as you go up a little further north, you've got Pupukea with Sharks Cove. And Sharks Cove is really a mecca for snorkeling. It's a really sought after tourist spot for snorkeling. And then you travel a little bit further north, and you've got the Bonsai Pipeline and Sunset Beach Park. We're on Waialua Beach Road, and we just turned onto Haleiwa Road. And this actually runs parallel with Kamehameha. Up here is Kayaka Bay, and then you'll see Haleiwa Beach Park. So it's mostly ag land here, agricultural land. Of course, there's some residential homes spread throughout, but we're going to be approaching the harbor up here. And this is a spot on the North Shore where it's, of course, a lot of boats dock. Actually, we're passing right now Haleiwa Elementary School here to the left. But this is a spot on the North Shore, the harbor, if you want to go deep sea fishing. And there's also expeditions like shark cage diving and free diving with sharks. As you can see, when we drive eastbound up the North Shore coast, right, you see bumper to bumper traffic. And that's because of all the cool beaches and all the tourist spots, like no matter what time of day. So to the left here is Lanai, and it's a tourist stop for a lot of people because you can often see the huge turtles that are resting on the sand right on the beach here. And to the left here, this beach is Kawailoa. So as we continue traveling eastbound up the coast of the North Shore, we just passed Kawailoa, and to the left here is the world famous Waimea Bay. And we'll show you some drone footage of that here so you can get an idea what it looks like. And to the right is Waimea Valley and Falls, Waimea Falls, which is a great spot to go hiking. So as we pass Waimea Bay, the next area up is Pupukea. We just turned onto Pupukea Road, and at the base is Sharks Cove, which is it is a really popular tourist destination, but it's also known by locals as one of the best places to snorkel on the island. And we just passed Foodland, which is one of the 3 grocery stores on the North Shore. And that's one of the drawbacks of living on the North Shore. Unfortunately, there are only 3 grocery stores. There's not a large Costco or anything. The closest Costco is in Waipahu, which is just south of Wahiwa. So the cool thing about Pupukea, as you can see, we're driving up. It's really steep. It's elevated. And the neighborhood of Pupukea is very unique because of its high elevation. You're definitely off the main drag of Kamehameha, and it feels like it's a really special town because you are definitely away from it all. And in the evening, it's kind of chilly, right, because of the high elevation. And what it's also known for are the really large lot sizes. A lot of these homes have like 1 acre plus lots. And there's a lot of ag land too. So you've kind of got the best of both worlds, a little agricultural land and residential. And it's a really unique area. And homes in this area can range anything from around the $1 million range to as much as the upper bracket, $15 million, $20 million for homes. So Pupukea, like, to me, is like old money, older neighborhood, and well established. So in terms of beaches in order, there's Laniakea Beach and Kawailoa Beach, which has Chun's Reef, then Alligator Rock, and then as you keep going eastbound up the north coast, you've got Waimea Bay, then you've got Pupukea with Sharks Cove down at the base, and then as you go further up, you've got Banzai Beach, which is the world famous surf beach, and of course the world famous Pipeline, which is also called Ehukai Beach. Then you have Rocky Point and then Sunset Beach. And then the furthest point of Haleiwa, you've got Velziland and Waile'e Beach. Velziland in Sunset Beach area is home to Sunset Beach Colony, and that's one of the nicer neighborhoods as well on the North Shore. But just so you know, if you're looking into buying a home on the North Shore, in our MLS system, there are only several neighborhoods that are listed. So right here, we're entering Kainui Road, which is off Kamehameha Highway. And it runs parallel. And this is a really nice neighborhood here, very prestigious. All these homes here are beachfront, and they're right on the Banzai Pipeline. You can expect to pay, homes here are priced in the multi-millions of dollars, right? Because they're very limited. And of course you'll have like 1 or 2 like small shacks here that haven't been renovated since they've been built in the 50s, right? So maybe you can score a lot right on the beach for a couple million, but these homes are in the few millions of dollars here. And depending on, of course, how the customization of the home and everything else, you could be looking at 15 million plus for a home here. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the tour of Haleiwa today. Thanks for watching. And if you found this video to be helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, tap the like button for us, and tap the notification bell. That way you can be first to know when we publish a new video and keep you informed in the Hawaii real estate market. Also, if you're interested in learning more about the real estate market here in Hawaii, feel free to reach out. You can give us a call, send us an email, or shoot us a text. My contact info is below. Whether you plan to buy a home for your family now or later down the road, we always love it when people reach out. Here at Home Sweet Home Hawaii, we're here to make your move as smooth and stress-free as possible. Mahalo, and until next time, aloha.